So beautiful. Kevin's got a 10 merch. We got motion, bunch of vendors down there, Boosted Boys down here. It's gonna be a good freaking day. My goal for today is to do a very, very, dude, you don't want these problems, Kevin.
Well, I mean, we gotta remember, new turbo.
Oh, you got a new turbo.
I'm gonna have the
here
baby,
we go.
the baby booster. I'm gonna start with the excuses. So,
here we go.
I've never been here before. I'm not sure if I know how to navigate this track.
There's a
so
dog.
All right, first rip of the day. We got Ruby and KSR on. Warming them babies up.
Really hoping the car doesn't go left on me like it did to Travis. Again, but as you read in the mirror, objects in mirror are losing. All right, that's the deal. At least Ruby still got it. That's one of them. She just ran. That was almost her fastest run. Does this work? What do you just around your neck? That's amazing. Look at that, dude.
That's awesome.
Dude, what is this unit?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
This is sick.
It's my 94 Winston Cup car.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. That thing's sick.
Who's gonna take it?
Man, watching that makes me wish we had the tail truck out here.
You turn that puppy up now, you know what she makes?
Yeah, I need to turn it up quite a bit. So I added about 10 pounds to it. So even though there was no boost, so.
Oh, frick. I should have waited.
We'll do it the third time.
All right, sounds good. You can see that mile an hour changed a smidge, but it went kind of slow at 60 foot again, 120 and a 492, so a little bit slower in the 8th, but she's running good. Dude, they never miss it, dude. This is sick. Let's go! All right, Kevin. So after you rode in Warbird last time, now you're like, damn.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Have to go again. I was like, Kevin, he's like, I'll just ride with you.
Yeah,
Take my
I said
laptop.
it jokingly, but I think that's what we might have to do to get a good
Yeah,
job.
dude.
So
All
let's
right.
make it happen.
So guys, we're taking Warbird down onto the circle track now. We're gonna do a full heat cycle, make sure the oil is up to temp.
Make some noise for Warbird from Castle Rocha. Yeah. That car scares the hell out of me.
All right, don't shut the... So we got a good data log, guys, which is really all we needed to know. Feeling good about that. Holy Toledo!
Burnout machine before.
in a skyscraper.
You realize what this is? Like in Hypersport?
I'm sorry, a what?
Like in Hypersport.
Back in 2000.
Not just in a creative skill set. To wrap up our self-improvement challenge, I want to show you guys Modern Money Habits by Justin Bridges. In little over an hour, Justin covers budgeting, credit cards, dealing with debt, and even saving for retirement. Things they don't teach you in school. And the first 1,000 of you to click that link will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership. And now, back to the show.
The Lykan Hypersport is a car made by W Motors over in Dubai. I'll let Brian give you the spec. Diamonds mounted in the headlights, gold in the stitching and the seats, a holographic infotainment system, and if that's not enough to make it worth $3.4 million, it comes with a free watch as well. W Motors claims that the Hypersport is the first supercar to be designed, huge vents all over this thing. With looks that aggressive, you'd expect a mean engine note. But here's where it gets weird. If you look at the promo videos of the Lykan on W Motors' own YouTube channel, almost none of them show the car with the engine running. That's right. Many of the YouTubers that have been allowed to drive this car have never really been allowed to ring it out, and there's no footage anywhere of anyone thrashing this thing or even just flooring it off the line. This is where you might start to write off the Lykan as vaporware, because you're not going to get some of W Motors' claims about this car. W Motors claims that the Lykan makes 780 horsepower from a flat 6 engine. Or do they? Because here's a documentary about the Lykan that says
770 horsepower.
And here's a marketing video that says, I guess that's why their website says the car does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.9 seconds. Their official teaser says 2.8, and their CEO gave an interview saying it's
2.6 seconds.
It may not seem like a lot, but when you're talking about acceleration, that's quick. 0.3 of a second is all just typos or the marketing team screwing up. A number you can't screw up is how many you've sold, especially when you only plan to build 7 of them, and they're all individually numbered using cool looking Arabic characters right over the engine bay. In that documentary series, someone in Dubai would want to have number 1 of 7 in their collection. But I'm not so sure that's what actually happened, because here's footage of number 1 of 7 in Monaco in 2014 being driven by the W Motors CEO. Maybe their anonymous buyer just let him borrow it. Are designed and produced by German manufacturer Roof. And they aren't even bespoke parts, they're all pulled from the Roof CTR3. Don't get me wrong, the CTR3 is a very cool and capable supercar, but at $750,000, it means the Lykan is kind of like a 2. Isn't what you'd expect. The diamond set headlights look less like they were assembled by a high fashion jeweler and more like a 14-year-old with a bedazzling gun. Sorry, that's just being honest. And when you compare the cabin to the cockpit of the Pagani Huayra, you start to see what a multi-million-dollar car should look like, racing by 2017. Where's that? With all this interesting stuff going on, combined with the fact that 70% of the company's business comes from consulting, it's hard not to wonder about the man behind it from a symbolic standpoint only. Ralph talks about how the design reflects a moving animal or a pouncing wolf, or how the symbolism of the number 7 is crafted into the bodywork, but he never talks about it from a technical perspective. He never mentions aerodynamics or cooling. He said that the Lykan couldn't be in most of the shots because of overheating issues. Now, I'm not an aerodynamicist by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm pretty sure if your bodywork is just for looks and doesn't funnel air to your radiators to cool your rear-mounted engine, it's gonna overheat. But he's excited about the car, and he's excited to see it driving. So I have a pretty simple theory that might explain the high strangeness behind W Motors. It's that Ralph the Boss is not a car guy. At least not in a traditional sense. Take a look at his Instagram, and he set out to make a car that ticked all those boxes that he and people like him cared about, and he did. The Lykan Hypersport is a supercar because any multi-million-dollar car has to be. Compare Ralph the Boss to Christian von Koenigsegg, another CEO whose one is very detailed and realistic and took incredible skill to make, and the other is a bucket of molten gold spilled on a canvas and then left to cool off. Which is more valuable? And more importantly, which is more valid? This is the kind of argument that has been going on in the art world for decades. Clout in the first place. Is it just because it looks quick? The car does what it's supposed to do. It's unique and rare. It looks stylish, and it's a status symbol. It's literally the furthest thing there could be from my kind of car, but it wasn't made for me or you. Cage. But it's not. It's a car for people who think that hypercars should have diamonds in the headlights, and that is certainly not Dom Toretto. Turns out, that display room in the Dubai high-rise was actually the right place for this car all along. I have a hard time wrapping my head around one of those. So there's gotta be something else to having something that is one of 7 and is just expensive for the sake of being expensive. Kinda like how a $100,000 watch doesn't tell me time any better than a Casio calculator watch, but people buy it because it's $100,000. But if this one actually has some functional aero on it, so maybe it'll cool properly, and a lot more footage is out there of it actually being driven hard. It feels like W Motors is very publicly and very expensively going through that R&D that should have happened before the launch of their first car. Look, we all love cars, but some people like different things about their cars. It doesn't mean that they're wrong, and I think the Lycan is a perfect example of that. Remember that app for the iPhone when the iPhone first came out? It cost like $1,000. And it didn't do anything. It was like literally called the
sticker that says,
"Hey, I was there when Donut hit 5 million.
Now you've only got 7 days to order one at donutmedia.com, and then we're never gonna make it again. Never, ever, 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 never."
You guys are the reason we make this stuff. Seriously, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys so.
Well, we're gonna do a chore. Like do a little bit of spring cleaning, but we're gonna make it fun. You ready for this? I'll show you my junk if you show me yours. Boys, no? Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Storage yard. This is kind of like the overflow facility for all the stuff that, you know, basically anything, projects that we started that never got finished, or tractors that we recovered from islands that we had nowhere to put, or dozers. And I got an idea. Drive Dodge van. We bought this 2014, 2015. It was going to be a TV show project. This thing is and we'll get into the details of all this stuff here in a little bit, but the example is, hey guys, we don't need this van anymore. What do you got?
Yes. Let's see here. Okay, for those of you that may not have big items on badges, on Power Stroke badges, on Chevy badges. You don't want a badge? Shop vac attachments. How about an authentic football that we probably used when Marshawn Lynch came here? Patio furniture, or maybe an office chair, or maybe it'll be a supervisor's chair and I'll just help everyone from here. Yeah, hands, go round up the rest of the stuff. Take the wheel.
Thanks, man. I placed an order. Look at this. I'm a sucker for Instagram ads, and this one caught me. I got it from the Federation of Russia.
You get those yoga pants?
I don't think so.
And?
Are you guys ready for this? I really hope these things are as awesome.
Wait, why don't you use the new knife to cut open? Tell you what, Boris.
Look at this bad boy right here. Look at that. That's a nice knife.
Oh,
kidding me?
Thank goodness it's got a compass.
And it's got flint and steel, look. It's not just any old baton.
That's a towel.
This bad. They're like durable as.
Hold on, wait. Wow.
I'm done. This thing.
Hey. Don't do that. That is hard to put back in. That's why we just leave it out.
That's what she said.
Guardian Leviosa. We don't know what's in there. Take a minute. In the comments below, what's it worth? Goes to the highest bidder.
Could be fun. This one, I don't, honestly, there's such a weird variety of stuff.
Airbag.
Truck turbos. There's a giant bundle of lights. There's motorcycle parts.
Whoa! We're not going to talk about the 6 sled?
That sled, Burnout got that for Charlie for Christmas like 4 years ago.
Thanks, Burnout.
It was this big green monster van. I had like 7 of those because I always broke them. This is like the jumbo van. It's like the real life version of it. Really cool. Needs a ton of work. We had it running and then we parked it, but it's gonna need all sorts of stuff. All the drive lines, a 5,000 or 6,000 pound lift. All the parts are there, but it's never ran and it was never advertised to run. So who knows what it could need. Then we've got a piston bully tiller axle from like a 94 second gen. This assembly right here, guys, is something that I feel like you might go crazy for. In fact, I took this off that 5-ton that we cut in half because I was going to use this rear suspension assembly. Damage, I mean, some of the airlines and stuff might be brittle and stuff, but for the most part, it's dialed. This guy right here, I'm pretty sure we're going to do a TV show build on now, so unless you gotta have it, I think we're going to keep it because it's a little diesel-powered airport damage, some miscellaneous stuff. Not huge damage, but broke some stuff. I think it also needs a clutch because Diesel Dave was riding the shit out of the clutch in Moab. Cool vehicle though. If you guys don't take that, or if I don't get good enough trade offer, that's going to be my. If some of this stuff doesn't find a good home, or if somebody who really needs a vehicle or something, like if there's a single mom who needs to get her kids around and you don't have a car, I'll give you the Excursion and get it running for you and get a license. That's a joke, and it's also, there's some seriousness there because we're already one of the fastest growing channels in the world. We've grown from 50,000 subscribers back in like November to 750,000.
Last video of the Turbo S, and you guys are going to figure out why at the end of this video, which was filmed weeks ago. Enjoy.
Yeah! Welcome to today's video, guys. I have a confession to make. Before I even got this car, everything, thought that'd be cool. Mike's dying behind the camera. So in this box, we have my very first set of Vossen wheels, but specifically, it's a collaboration wheel made with Champion Motorsport. If you're not familiar with them, make this. I don't know what the Porsche was doing. The machined is not it, Chief. These though are sick. Champion Motorsport had a set of these on a chalk car that I loved, and they were like a translucent kind of smoked color, and it looked great on. Gone an inch bigger, but I would have had even more rubber band tires. Honestly, I'd rather go with more of kind of like an aggressive, like kind of meaty tire track look. It was something I deliberated on for a while, because once I lowered the car, I didn't know if I wanted the Hecka Flush look or if I wanted kind of the GT3 RS track than the stock wheels. So fitment wise, we should be a little bit better. Can't obviously run spacers because they're center locks, but I'm excited. I always get nervous changing center lock wheels because you have to have like a torque wrench the size of the Eiffel Tower, but pumped on these. Spinning is fun, so. Got some denibbing to do, and then tomorrow, I'll get these bad boys mounted up. Mormon's rolling over in his grave right now that I'm not using a razor to get a flush cut on this. The question is, where do you stop? Do you do the inside of the tires, or you just do the outside? Because you know that they're there, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Dude, when you look at a car and you see that they're denibbed, you're like, oh man, I messed that one up. Like, damn, they know what's up. You have too much time on your hands. Off. You have to break them loose on the ground, then raise it up. I'm always terrified of like slipping and hitting the car, but yeah. So you don't drop them on the ground. Crazy for putting brand new wheels and tires on it already. Fresh off the dealer floor. I had a nail in the tire. Sucks. Peanut butter stuck all in my mouth. Look, they look amazing. They look 10 times better with tires on them. I was so excited to see them with the little center lock pieces in it because I've done it before, but I did it first time with Mormon and he helped me. Still gotta denib these, don't judge me. That is terrifying. I have one, I just need to bring it to the compound. You can see it's like getting everything all gross. Yeah, look at that. Check out his shop. I love the lizard.
Lizard green. Ooh.
He's a spicy girl.
Compound water. No bueno for washing cars.
All right, we're here with Billy. Billy, good to see you again.
See you, man. The awkward COVID handshake, right?
So, I want to do a walk around and have you kind of tell me.
Just wash this and put Clear on it. It would look perfect. even if it has little blemishes, like swirl.
So does it kind of act like another clear in the sense? Where
Kind of, yeah.
You won't see the
it
little
basically
hazing?
covers it. But black car, I still want to polish it a little bit just to get.
What we did on the RS lasted great.
Okay. What's the plan with this one?
Just
a street car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that roof rack and carrier, which I forgot to pick up, but we can always do that on our own.
Is it paint matched?
I don't know.
Like, is it black?
I don't know. I have no idea. I hope it is. If not, I'll get it
Maybe even the bumper, just for the higher rock-prone areas. We could give it a little bit more protection.
Cool. So Billy was showing us his new Type R, and we were discussing film options for my tint. Now he's trying to sell collateral.
To be fair, I think I had this phase maybe 3 months ago where I was actively looking for a Type R, and then stopped because we had other cars around to drive, and now we have no daily. There's nothing for me to drive. I've been without a daily.
Auto paint card right there.
We're on the space.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
Or at least do what you did.
Let me get my camera.
Okay. Hello! We are going to pick up the Turbo S today. I'm super excited. There's been a lot of comments asking what's been 20 degrees cooler than it was before. I just wanted it to be super sorted before we gave it back to my mom to just be 100% confident in it, and I wasn't just worried that maybe, you know, she'd be sitting in a drive-thru and overheat with AC on, so I'm confident in it now. Still gets a That's a shiny girl.
Down, so that's the leading edge where the tire's going to hit it the most. So that way, same thing, we can pull that off once it, you know, about a year from now or something, we can pull it off and replace that one piece instead of doing the whole back bumper, because that's all one piece all the way around the back. What else did we do?
Oh, we
Prime Plus infrared film on all the glass. So we did a 15% on your side and back glass, and then a 70% on the windshield, which is practically clear.
I know compared to when we did my GT3, the film technology is like,
yeah.
Apparently these cars have like really bad batteries too, and they die after like 30 minutes of having the door open, so I need to remember that.
Yeah, and there's like a special little process you got to go through to get the trunk to even open, which is where the battery is. We did the glass as well, so we did G-Technic G.
That I'm trying to restore. What bums me out the most is I actually did have a lot of parts on deck and a lot of mod videos planned when I got the Turbo S, but pretty much immediately after getting the car, the transmission was acting weird, and the Porsche dealership that I went through, South Orlando, has been amazing, and they've worked with us. I haven't heard of anyone else having any issues, so it's not like something they're prepared or were expecting, and hopefully it's something simple, something dumb, but unfortunately I probably still won't have the car for a bit. I was planning to take it up to FD Atlanta with us. That's not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna take the Panamera loaner, but it's
for me. This is absolute battle of the opposites. Import, domestic, front wheel, rear wheel. I mean, let's check these things out.
What's up, dude? Who are you and what did you bring here today?
My name is Robert Romero from Las Vegas, Nevada. 26 inch.
26 and a half, 72 mil turbo.
Hoping for a little bit more grab out there.
What are you revving out to?
About 10.5, 11.
10.5. What power?
What's the power?
Power!
It made on the dyno at one time 1,100 horsepower.
1,100 horsepower to the power to weight ratio.
Yes, definitely.
Holy crap.
We have the rear end kicked back a little bit, so we get some more. We can stretch legs a little bit on it.
So you stretched out the wheelbase a little bit, right?
Yeah, so we have the Z-Flow Fab arms on the rear.
Damn, you don't notice it at first, but then you look at
really quick, like your organization.
I started LASD Motorsports 25 years ago. It was an outreach program for youth, stay out of drugs, gangs, anti-street racing. You know, things like that.
And you're a 31-year veteran of the...
That's a nice little subtle
Those
flex.
have to be pretty rare, though.
They are very rare.
Yeah.
There's about 8 sets of these in the United States.
Jesus.
And I have 3 sets of them.
Oh my.
And look at the dash.
It's a factory dash. I took the factory radio out though,
right,
just to save some weight.
Oh man.
I'm hoping to be, because man, listen to the Integra over there. That sounds pretty mean.
Let's go racing. So you got options. Generally, we start from a dig. If we want to negotiate a roll later on, you can. There's 500 foot, 1,000, and 1,500.
It's hand drop, so it could be jumps,
Jump,
car
car
lengths, whatever
lengths.
you want.
Definitely gonna do 1,000 foot.
Yeah, 1,000
and we
foot.
kind of just gonna do the heads up race first run.
Yeah,
Heads up,
definitely,
look at
definitely good
this,
first
man.
bet.
Yeah, we kind of got to feel each other out, see where we both are at the end
It's
of the
always
day.
a good tester.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know any specs on them, but I'm just gonna stick with my V8 roots and go V8 for now.
I don't know, like I'm not really a Honda guy, but I think I gotta give it to the Honda this time.
I'm gonna go on traction alone, thinking that rear wheel drive is gonna hook better than front wheel drive. I think the cop car's got it.
I just want to make sure. I'm so rooting for him, but if not, I got to go with my Integra.
You gotta get it from the bottom.
No, do not. I don't have shoes on. I don't have shoes on.
Okay, so as we said, this first race, 1,000 feet, heads up.
Paid the cost to be the boss.
Now, so that looked like a good launch on both sides. Man, that CUDA dug. But like about 500 foot mark, they had some kind of issue. So we're gonna find out what's going on.
Was there something on the midway through at the
Yeah,
top
about
end you
third
started to
gear, it
break up?
just fell out of on its own, so I just kind of let out of it coasting.
Yeah.
The launches, man. Bad boys, bad boys. You know how we know you used to be a street racer?
Yeah.
Because you're a bullshitter. That did not make 600 horsepower. What? No chance.
He didn't say which run it made the 600 on.
It made 690.
Spot to be in. What a place to find yourself. Oh man, that is vibrant. Yeah. On a dark night, moving through the city like that. Oh, it's on the seats. See this right here? This is like cyberpunk sunset. This car's amazing. Oh, baby, it's got the studio going on. I could, I guess, pop this out. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I have a full out tablet at my disposal now. Has champion status, I think, at the moment for drag coefficient and also range. It's got S-Class luxury going on. It's got an unusual kind of almost like a color changing aspect, and the interior is white and displays are everywhere. I'm gonna just, okay, that's good enough for me, I'll take it. First of all, with the blue, I'm just gonna get in, hold on. I'm gonna put my foot on the brake real quick. Stop it, stop it. That's too easy. And look at the displays come to there and when to turn and all that stuff. Ooh, that is a big trunk. And you can see that the seats fold down. You're getting a lot more cargo volume than on if you were. Just a couple of videos, I didn't see this mentioned. That's quite nice. So it stays nice and wide open over there. Granted, I mean, with the super luxury vehicle, I don't know that cargo is the top of your list for priority, but they obviously thought about it. I like the way they've integrated the front camera. It's barely visible right inside of the large Mercedes logo here. but they still managed to make it look a little bit mean with these sections. These fins over here give it a slightly more intimidating look. You see this rolling up behind you. Inside the headlights, all kinds of activity, including a little digital light indicator. The charge port amongst electric vehicles in the back rather than the front, 31 minutes to 80% on a 200 kilowatt charger if you can find it. So it can charge pretty quickly given the right equipment. This wide opening door thing and freezing at the... Okay, I can't call it my favorite feature. I'm getting carried away here. I know I like weird things, but I like the ease. I jump in, I jump out. The door stays where I want it, and it's predictable. I think Mercedes knows its customer when you see it on video, but then you use it and you're like, oh my goodness, that's a nice feeling right there. It's like when you drink a refreshing drink, you know, the sound that you can't avoid making. It's apparent in here. It really feels more like you're stepping into a piece of tech than into a traditional vehicle. And obviously the displays are a big part of that. I can already tell where they're going to be mapped out. Here is just, it's really doing it for me. Futuristic blue. This is the hue of the future. Let me hit the power button. Here we go. I mean, scooters, air freshener. Oh baby, we just turned on an air freshener. Oh, I'm smelling. Am I smelling? It smells so good in here. I don't know if I'm smelling. This display in the center is large. For some quick important stuff like lighting and an SOS button as well. Wait a second, there's a sunroof? Oh, I didn't even know. Oh. A swipe gesture and a fairly good reality fashion. Oh. This is off the USB axing back. Now I just need a car to drive itself, right? No, I'm joking. I know you gotta have the hands ready to go. How about the steering wheel? Very soft and supple. And this white kinetics lumbar. Look at this. Get out of town. Look at this amount of control. Here comes the lumbar. Imagine coming up with this interface. Your job is to have a dynamic. Look at with the hues. Oh my! Now I'm vibrating. I'm energizing. It's a 360 audio experience. Wow. There's all kinds of things happening in tandem. I can only imagine this at night. When you have this like this light, lane keep assist, blind spot assist. This is what Kirk needs on the highway with the commute, right? It's stressful. You need the assistance. This is a fingerprint scanner to log you into your own well to get you into specific settings. Let's take a look at the cameras. Ooh. Select the view by touching the display. Oh, baby. It's got the studio going on.
That is nuts.
See if I'm going to hit the curb. I mean, you wouldn't want to hit the curb or something like this, but this is how you're going to see. Back to auto mode. Wild. Very nicely done. Oh, here's how you select drive mode. Of each of the tires, 34, 36, 37. As I straighten them out, holy cow. This is how you open the doors. Watch this. Yes. I'm figuring this out. Okay. Oh, I just noticed fairly deep storage and also 2 more USB Type-C connectors. Lastly, a big giant storage area down here. You can pass through the entire section and there's an elastic. I don't know, you might want to travel here. You might actually prefer to travel back here. Of course, I've also got a big monitor I can get content on here. I can see my map, my nav. I can actually check the cameras. I can pair a Bluetooth head of services that you experience stepping into it that lets you know you're participating in something a little different, in a different take, in an S-Class-like experience, but electrified in the form of the EQS. This is the Edition 1. 1 additional month free, or just click the link in the description. That's nordvpn.com/unboxtherapy.
Some people here today, and we are really looking forward to it. So hopefully we can do a good burnout on the 240 today. And other than that, we're just gonna be hanging out, having a good time, and super glad to see Roman down here and Emilio and just being with everyone. So it's gonna be a blast. Where are the steaks at, Fong?
At the
You brought the
on the back of the water pump. So they keep rotating.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Yeah. Dude, this is sick. First Fong had his K-Series grill, now he just made one out of a B-Series. And he got the manifold on there, even has the timing belt on it. No, I got my own Fong.
Boosted boys, man.
Oh yeah, man. That's awesome. It's all yours. We're getting ready to make a hit in the jet cars. Look at Fong up there getting the shot. Brent's up there too.
Check go.
What'd you guys think?
Do it again in an hour.
I still want that to be my first car.
The minivan can two-step.
Okay.
That
was the minivan.
That was the minivan.
Oh, the minivan?
The 240's two-step's a lot rowdier, but we don't want to blow it up. The minivan hasn't blown up yet, so I feel safe doing it.
Wait for the event.
This is wild.
We're not two-stepping it!
No two-step.
Dude, what is this wine for? Just to be sure it's good.
You'll ride.
All right, guys, we got the 240 up here on the track. We are going hot with the burnouts in about 2 hours. And man, I'm freaking excited. It felt really good on the way over for everybody because now stands are starting to fill up like crazy. Yeah, this is gonna be sweet.
Yo, yo.
What's up, Kevin? Got KSR over there. We are getting ready to go hot here soon. This is going to be
There's a lot of people
crazy.
out here, Kyle.
We'll give it our best shot, boys. Maybe someone in the crowd will catch a rod. Hopefully they won't get hurt from it, but they'll have a little souvenir.
I think that this is the time for it, man. All the people are here now. It didn't show anything last time, but it's ready now.
I think she's ready.
Water the tires, stuff it in third, and try to tip in and hold it in third. That's my plan.
Yeah, dude, don't let those wheels hold you back either. Those are sender wheels, all right? You gotta send it on those wheels.
All right, so if they're damaged,
even
it's
if
fine.
you blow one against the wall and it comes in 3 pieces, send it.
All right, you heard it here.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks.
Guys, that was amazing.
Pumped. I was pumped. Hey, it wasn't weird. I was so pumped with how well the 240 did. It freaking killed it.
Couldn't
Did
believe
amazing,
it.
dude.
It sounded just like the bat rod.
It did.
And it's basically the same setup, so.
We were fist pumping. You killed it, for at least for
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Awesome day, guys. It was great to see all of you coming out and showing your support, and we sent it, had a blast, and we did what we needed to do today.
Yep. The crowd, bro. There's so many different people out here. Like, yeah, it was awesome. Who would have thought, like, out here in India? We've never been.